people won't be like, why did we replace Boostio 3 days before? And well, who is this guy? Like, what is he doing? Like, why did we get this guy? You know, like I didn't want any of those ideas to be able to even float around in anyone's heads.
Kess, welcome on in, brother.
Thank you so much.
Guys look fantastic out there. Firstly, congratulations on an incredible debut, bro. You look like an absolute natural out there. This is everything you wanted and more.
Thing is, I was actually talking to a feature about that, and you know, people call it like, is it like a dream, right? And I couldn't say yes, because a dream to me is something that you can achieve, right? And it's something in your reach. And I always thought like the tier 1 stage, even if this is like, I guess like not proactive thinking, not forward thinking, it's like I might not be able to get there. And to be fair, like to be honest, like I wasn't really planning too hard to get here, you know? I was like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't even know if it's something I can say I could see it was coming, or I was like really, really aiming for, you know?
But the thing is though, you made it. No matter the circumstances, no matter what happened, you played on that stage today, brother. You played today. And might I say also, getting an ace in your first game on stage, hey, you know, not in the first series, not too shabby of a way to start, might I add. It's,
not too bad.
Yeah, I would think
not
so.
Too bad at
Feels
all.
pretty goddamn good. I mean, a lot better than the final NBG series, you know, but it's fine.
My God, don't bring that one up. Don't bring that one up. That one was lost. That one was lost before we got in the server.
It was that bad out there, right?
It was hard. Like I love those guys. It just didn't work out somehow. I'm not sure. We should have been way better than we actually were, but we just weren't good somehow. I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Fuck it. What matters is that you're not there no more. You don't have to be playing on your PC at home anymore. Back in Texas, you're here in Los Angeles. You're doing well, bro. So here, let's actually talk a bit about you actually getting here, because I find one thing a lot of people are curious about is the conversations to lead into getting in, right? Because how long ago did you know that I have to fly to LA and get there on stage and be ready to go for game day?
It was like 3-4 days ago.
Legitimately 3-4 days. Holy
3-4 days ago. You have to understand, I came here basically early in the morning, like this Thursday. Thursday or Friday? Thursday. And basically from there, I didn't have any breathing room for myself, basically. It was just basically like 16, 18-hour days, back to the hotel, sleep, back up at 7:30 to grind again and try to like catch up on everything.
18-hour. Okay, yo, talk to me about these 18-hour days, Kess. What are you guys doing? Because I know Tony isn't that bad of a coach, so he has to catch you up and do the most.
It wasn't Tony who did that. It was more me. It was me figuring out things that, you know, were going on previous to what was happening here in 100 Thieves. And then when I signed that contract with 100 Thieves, my main goal wasn't to like, you know, oh my God, I made it to the tier 1 stage. Like, I'm so happy. I can like kind of be happy with where I'm at. My whole goal is to stay, right? Stay in tier 1 in the circuit in general. So the other like 8 to 10 hours in those, like I said, 16, 18-hour days were just me watching my own VODs, playing the game, trying to catch up with the other guys and trying to be the best player I can be when the time comes, which was the match 1, right? And it was just me wanting to be able to kind of have that idea that 100 Thieves is in good hands with me, you know, and people won't be like, why did we replace Boostio 3 days before? And well, who is this guy? Like, what is he doing? Like, why did we get this guy? You know, like I didn't want any of those ideas to be able to even float around in anyone's heads. And that was kind of my goal. And of course I knew that there was like always a chance that I don't perform as well. And my debut is not as great. And the thing is, I was willing to like kind of forgive myself for that, because there's so many new circumstances and so many new things in general, new environment, new team, new role, new everything, quite literally new life in general. Like it's everything. I don't even remember myself last week.
Type shit. Yeah.
So, but yeah, like I was trying to put in the hours, and that's just the way it happened, you know, and somehow, some way, you know, today happened, and obviously I played great. But there's a lot more to be done. There's a lot more to be done. I'm not even close to being caught up, if I'm being honest.
Hey, I mean, I respect the mindset heavily. It's just the fact that you can go ahead and talk about how you've been, you know, just like cycling through just the past 72 hours. Now, most people would be terrified of their stage debut, thinking, you know what, I gotta sleep, I gotta do this, I gotta do my whole skincare bullshit, be ready for every feature to make sure that I look good, right? But then realistically, you're there like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and put my hours in to make sure that, and also you gave yourself grace. Something I find a lot of rookies do not do, which I respect a lot, right? Because like you understand that a massive change in environment can change you completely. But
absolutely,
the fact that you've gone on to defy expectations, might I add, defy our expectations, because you know because I cast tier 2, I watched a lot of tier 2, and you know I've seen you play naturally. I've seen all the core guys play day in day out. I've seen the NBG games, so it's like there's
no.
There's a lot that's transpired in between those days and months, might I add, to where we are today, right? Which is really cool. I will continue on the actual team narrative though, is because one thing I was curious about was that you also understanding Zander's calling, because the team is also switched over to Zander's calling, which I assume was 3 days ago. So lead me through how you've used perspective on how you use the game versus the multitude of IGLs that you've seen, and I imagine the team also took a bit to also adapt to him once again, right? Considering that, you know, we're kind of getting rid of the biggest voice in the team that are bringing Zander, who was a previous IGL as well on M80.
So I had a little stint with the guys before EWC qualifiers, because Dan had like an emergency pop up. So I saw how their team kind of functioned with Boostio, and I'm not sure. And if I'm being honest, during that time, I feel like they were just trying to get me like accustomed to everything, and it was only a few days, so they were just being really nice and kind of playing like very basic Valorant when I was there. So I can't really tell you how different it is from back then, but I can tell you right now, everybody seems a lot more perceptive on what's going on, not just like his calls, and everybody's just, you know, working as hard as they can to work with each other and, you know, be the best versions of ourselves we can be.
All right, I don't like that, and clearly you are as well too, which is what we love to see, right? Because look, if I'm being perfectly honest, bro, I remember coming into the year, I was like, okay, this is the year I get to be happy for 100 Thieves. And I couldn't be for a very long time. So you today, Kess, you're giving me hope, Kess. I want to root for y'all. I really, really do. So, and today you've gone ahead and uplifted my spirit. So thank you. No, you're welcome. Now, do you think also too your overall time playing in tier 2? I don't know if it exactly mentally prepared you, but I imagine it mechanically allowed you to understand how a lot of these guys play day in day out. No,
the tier 2 experience more or less allowed me to how to like read the game more than anything, because I do feel like among like the mechanical skill ceiling, there are definitely outliers to that, like Dan, like, you know, like the international greats and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Other than that, I do feel like the mechanical skill ceiling is like pretty steady among everybody within even tier 2 and tier 1. And it's hard to say that there's like obviously everybody is slightly better than everyone in tier 2, but I wouldn't say like it's that big of a difference if I'm being honest.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you know. But like you're saying, it's just I imagine how just people plan out and play the game is just a lot cleaner from what we can see, or no?
A lot cleaner. In tier 2, I feel like there are a lot of times where there's like a gimmicky approach that you kind of have to find a way to counter during the game, especially if you don't have film on them. And tier 2 games, some of them are just so hard. Like you just don't understand. It's like you're sitting there trying to figure out what they're doing, and even if you come up with a solution, it's just like they change one part of their little setup up, and all of a sudden you're like caught in the middle of the open, 4 guys crossfire, and you're just like, okay, well, that just didn't work, you know, like what the hell do I do there?
Yeah, bro, tell me about it. Every time I watch an Envy game, I'm like, so you're telling me Extra's playing Yoru again, huh? They're like, you're telling me they're gonna play Judge every map? Okay, yeah, sure, bro.
Yeah, I mean, their Envy is insane. Like, they're so good.
Yeah, fantastic team. Yeah, but aside from that, though, on a more fun end, I did want to go ahead and read some of the things that I got from tier 2 comm that were saying. They're talking about you. They're talking about you guys. For example, Tristan asked, "How does it feel to be the savior of NA?" which I mean, hey, that's a that's just up there, right? What's it like being the GOAT, the best player the 100 Thieves ever had, changed the game forever from Bobbert, like it's just, how could someone be so talented? How are you so handsome, good at the game? What's the first dinner gonna be? Like, it's just, so tier 2 comms showed up in form, but I think the one that I actually do, I'm curious about, what's the dinner gonna be today, bro? How you guys celebrate Sanmandang? Yeah.
That's a good question. I think we're just gonna chill. I definitely want to chill a little bit, kind of get some good rest in. It's a lot off my shoulders right now after the first map that like I know I have what it takes now, right? And now like I just want to take a breath, just a single breath, not a long breath, just a little bit of a breath,
Yeah, just one little,
yeah, and boom, done. I'm back at it after. And yeah, I mean, a lot of those questions are so silly. Bobby. I can't believe he managed to squirrel his way in here. I don't like hearing Bobbert asking me questions all the way here. I'm already going to get a bunch of questions from him like tomorrow and today in Discord, but I somehow made it onto your press. Leave me alone, please.
I just had to do it, bro. No, okay. And final couple thing I wanted to ask you, bro, is would you be willing to go bald for the team? Because look, the bald buff is inescapable and ethereal. Do you think you're willing to make the sacrifice?
The thing is, I'm willing to, right? My mom will fly over here from Austin and murder me if I do that. So I don't know if that's a thing. Because she's like, oh my God, Andrew, you're on TV. Like, you can't be looking that ugly. And I'm like, Mom, like, it's okay. I need the bald buff. And she'll be like, no, like, you can't do that. No. I let you go to LA. You have to give me this one. You cannot go bald. I'm like, okay, Mom, my bad.
You're fucking baddie. Your mom was like, you're playing bad. No, bro, you look like shit on stage. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm not going to lie. Like, I came here today, like, without even my hair done, like, up this, like this. And they asked me, like, are you going to do, like, do you want, like, makeup or anything? I'm like, okay, like, I don't need makeup. For my mom's sake, let me do my hair for me, please. Like, put it up, make me look nice. So that way, if she looks, at least my hair is up.
Yo, W mom, like that she's being a tiger mom 4 states away. Still, just the fear is like inside you. Like,
The thing is, it's not even just her. It's just like she wants the best for me, and she wants me to look presentable in front of everyone, especially with a large crowd of people. So it's just her looking out for me, and like I love her for that, So I'll always listen to her for that.
Of course, bro. W bomb, bro. And finally, any words for everyone out there who was excited to see you play, brother?
Thank you for supporting. I'm glad I was able to make the debut that everybody kind of dreams of. I hope to be able to keep it up and keep watching.
All right, cheers, broski. This was phenomenal. Congrats again, bro. And I cannot wait to see more of y'all, bro. You GG so much. Man. You take care, bro.
Thank you.
Peace.
You too. Bye bye.